From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for February 18th, 2015. In just a moment, I'll be taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. But first, I want to recap a couple of the trades that we've been talking about over the past couple of days in the trade room. First off here on the USD JPY, the US yen, taking a smaller sell. We did that during the trade room yesterday, taking a smaller sell as it was challenging just underneath this green shaded area and these two resistance levels that we saw on the left hand side of the chart. Well, so far it's just kind of been hanging out inside this green zone. The stop loss is well above it, closer towards the 119.50s. And we have not seen the stop loss hit. Came very close overnight. I put a 20 pip limit on the trade just in case I wasn't sitting around while I was sleeping. Put a 20 pip limit on the trade. It came very close to that 20 pip limit, did not hit it, and now is back just above the entry level. What I'll be looking for today is some US data to turn this back down again, maybe to send it back down towards our 20 pip limit. Maybe I'll remove that in case it goes a little bit lower towards the purple shaded area, but definitely looking for that to bounce back down underneath our entry from the trade room yesterday. Any push above here, of course, I'll want to be out of it, because if it breaks above the green zone, easily looking for it all the way back up to the blue shaded area and into the mid to low 120s up here at the top of the chart. What's gone much better is the GBP USD, the Greater British Pound, versus the US dollar. This actually came from yesterday's morning analysis video, the buy opportunity down into the bottom of the yellow shaded area. If you want to watch yesterday's morning analysis video, you get the full explanation of this trade. But anyway, buying down closer towards the bottom of the yellow shaded area. We were looking somewhere right around the 1.53, 45 to 35 zone at the bottom of the yellow zone. We can clearly see it's bounced off of the bottom of the yellow zone, bounced off of the red trend line, and made a move higher. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. And there's that trade sitting down here. You can see I've already moved the trade to break even here at the 53.45 level. Let's just measure it from there to the current market price. We're looking at about 85 to 90 pips of profit right now on the trade. Clearly, it needs to break above this resistance high right here. You can see our last resistance. If we can get above the 1.5435 level, I believe we're looking for it back towards the 1.5500 level in the blue shaded area today. So that's what we're looking for, the blue shaded area. So we're actually going to be looking for that US data to cause this to take a little bit of a push higher, break through this resistance level, and move all the way to 1.5500 on the pound dollar. Regardless, we're sitting 85 to 90 pips of profit right now. You should be at minimum at break even like I am. If not, closing a little profit into this resistance might be a good idea if you wanted to do that. And of course, we'll target back to 5,500. If it comes back down to the yellow zone today, that could provide another opportunity for buying if you have not got into it. The real expectation is that it'll stay within or above this yellow zone and will not break underneath it. If it breaks underneath it, we don't want to stay in a buy any longer, because it's likely taking a turn back down towards the purple zone. So it's above the yellow zone today. Continue to focus on the buying, targeting 1.55. Under the yellow zone at any point in time, we'll look for it back down into the low 1.52s for the pound dollar this week. All right, let's move on over to the USD CAD. This is the currency pair I'm looking at this morning. Long-term uptrend. That's not too hard to see. I don't think I need to convince anybody that has been in a long-term uptrend here for the US CAD. We do have some Canadian and US data this morning, so we'll definitely want to pay attention to that. It could actually change everything that we're looking at here, depending on how that news comes out, or it may just confirm everything that we're looking at. Long-term uptrend. We've been in this area of congestion, contraction, consolidation, however you want to term it. We've been in that area for quite a few days and weeks now, settled down at the bottom into the orange shaded area and the blue trend line at the bottom of this pattern. Let's take a zoom in here a couple of times, and we can see we're settled out into this orange shaded area between 1.2332 and 1.2372. That's the orange shaded area. So we're looking at about 40 pips of range between the top and bottom of that orange shaded area. It's my expectation that we're still looking for buys on dips into support, the orange shaded area. In fact, yesterday during the trade room, had one trader describe taking buys already into the orange shaded area. So if you're still sitting in buys, we'll definitely expect that you're protecting profit as it goes back up towards the purple zone or beyond there towards the green or blue shaded area at the top of our triangle pattern. At any point, if it breaks under the orange zone, clearly we're looking for it to go back down here towards the pink shaded area. Let's take a little bit of a journey back in time. Just real quick, take a look at the pink zone. I have a red horizontal line on the top of that pink shaded area. So what we want to look at back in time is what happened between the orange shaded area and the pink shaded area, and we'll use that red horizontal line right around 2200 as our guide as we go back in time. So let's just scroll back in time, and we'll be looking for that 1.2200 level. We're not there right there. We're going to keep on going until we reach that 1.2200 level. It's going to take a long time to get back into that area. We're coming back into it now, and here we are right there. There's the last time we saw the market between the pink shaded area here at the top and the orange shaded area. You can see our red horizontal line. As long as it stays above the orange zone, we would look for bounces higher. If you just go back a little bit further, you can see finding support into the orange shaded area sends this back higher. Anytime the market gets underneath that, I'm trying to get it where we can see more history. Anytime the market gets underneath the orange shaded area, clearly the pink zone, maybe even lower, becomes the area to look for. So what we would like to see today is that for the market to stay above the orange zone and go higher. If it breaks the orange zone, clearly the pink shaded area becomes our next support target. Okay, now that we've seen that from back in 2008 and 2009, which is the last time we challenged into this area, let's now take this back over to current time. So we know there's our pink zone down here at the bottom, 1.22. There's our orange zone. As long as we stay above the orange shaded area, we look for it to go up. Underneath the orange shaded area, we look for the market to turn back down towards the pink zone. So that's really the main focus that we have right now for the USCAD. Take all that information down here to the 4-hour chart, zoom it out a little bit. You can see the support there into the orange shaded area. So for the day today, if you're looking for a buy scenario, the orange zone becomes your buy scenario with your risk just underneath it, because you know that if it breaks 23, 32 or so, 30, then you're looking for it back down here towards the pink shaded area at the bottom of the chart. If it doesn't bounce back down to the orange shaded area, a push above the purple zone, clearly we would look for it to push back towards the green shaded area, and we can easily see that even in the most recent time frame. If it gets above the purple zone, we go to the green zone. I don't really think that this is a sell scenario at this current point. Only if it breaks underneath our major support there at the orange zone do I believe that this becomes a sell scenario. So as long as we're above the orange zone, I'm looking for buy scenarios to go back up again. If and unless it breaks underneath that orange shaded area, then we begin to target lower levels and start selling on the USCAD. So above the orange zone, we're buying. Below the orange zone, we're selling. I need a dip back to 1.2370, 1.2365 before I buy it again. Or above 2470, open and close, we target back to the green shaded area today for the USCAD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.